Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Time for another round of the good old A Diverse World map. The original better world map. Moderate average score 15,100. I've done well here before, 24,995. Never got a perfect score and that took me almost an hour. We're not going to play for that long today. I'll give myself a bit of a time limit of 2:30. Seems to work pretty well. Let's see how we do. Okay. Loading the first location. This looks European to me. I think, what do I think in initial sort of first guess? If this was in the UK, we would be, we would have sort of higher hedgerows around us, I think. So we're possibly in France. So just going to progress down this track really and see where we get. Yes, look, there are some vineyards to our right and up ahead of us. We might be going here sort of into the farmyard really as opposed to the main road. So not sure I've selected the best starting locations. Yes, but look at all those bottles of wine right there. Waiting to be filled perhaps or something similar. And we've come to a small town. Look at this lovely French chateau looking building almost with these shutters. Just gorgeous. So I think I'm certainly spinning a narrative for myself that we're in France. We do have some signs here. Oh no, that's not a sign. I thought that was a blue sign there on that sign post, on that overhead post, but it isn't. What do we have here? Yes, there is something on the side of this building here. This should yield some further clues. Le Moulin du Grand Seine. Entre 100 meters à gauche. I think that's on the left. So, very good. Up 100 meters up ahead. There is an entrance, okay, which I think we may have just passed. But anyway, yes, look at this. We're clearly in France. Now, as for where, Route de la Fontaine, okay, I think we're progressing sort of ever more into the thick of it here as opposed to going sort of towards a main road. So unfortunately, unlikely to get any more clues in the time that we have, but we know we're in France, so let's try and do a good guess here based on the sort of geography of it all. It looks pretty warm, it looks pretty sunny, it doesn't necessarily feel like I don't know, the sort of cold northern beach side, for example. I think we're pretty firmly inland. I've got 12 seconds left on the clock. My, how the time flies. So I'm going for central France, and let's scroll in here. And we've just come to a main road. I'm going to go for somewhere there with a second to go. Oh, and that really was pretty good. I guess near Lyon, and we were by Bourges. So, yeah, I think we had that pretty spot on. In fact, by saying we were sort of far away from the coast, I don't think we could have been further from the coast in France. So, good. Happy with that. 124 miles away. Onto a bit of a main road here now. This also looks interesting. Look at the architecture of this building here. Bit different. Not the UK, although it does say bus. So, not sure about that. It's definitely in English, that. Bus? Bus? I don't know. Maybe bus is sort of one of those words which translates everywhere, doesn't it? So, can't read too much into that, perhaps. We're perhaps in the UK, though. I mean, we've got some stone walls here. We've got what look to me to be sort of signs that are in English. Can't read that road sign, unfortunately. I don't know. The sort of landscaping here of these homes looks a bit different. This is in English, though. What do we have here? Open Tuesday. Bistro and tea room. Alfresco dining. Car park. And what is that? Is that some sort of Italian flag? I don't know. Kind of throwing me off with that, I think. Is it Irish? Oh, hang on. Maybe we're in Ireland. But it didn't look Irish. I'd expect to see some... That's frustrating. Those signs are completely blurred out here. That sign did not look Irish. I can't read that, unfortunately. That's just far too blurred out, which is really annoying. So we're going to have to get in here a little more. We've got slow, so definitely all in English. So perhaps we're in Ireland. I'm just a little thrown by the flag I saw on that sign, which looked to me to be like the Italian flag. What is this? Rue de la Croûte. That's interesting. There's the sign again in the other direction. We're going to have to work on off this Grosnez, Plymouth Bay. Interesting. I'm going off on a bit of a limb here, and I'm going to say that we're in the Channel Islands in the UK. The reason is because they have a lot of French. Plymouth. I think we're in Jersey. Look at that. Because they have a lot of French. Yes! Oh my goodness, that is absolutely fantastic. Good knowledge there. We were right up in that corner as well of Jersey, so got it almost spot on. 4999 points, in fact. Let me finish my thoughts there. Jersey and Guernsey are part of the UK. They're sort of special administrative districts, really, I think. But I'm not sure what technical category they fall into. They're sort of quite commonly known as tax havens in the UK. A lot of accounting gets done here, same sort of as Delaware in the US. It's where a lot of businesses are registered and so on, and key hubs for the big accountancy firms of the world. But they have a, as you can see, and as you can imagine, due to their proximity to France, they have a heavy French influence. Saint Helier here being the capital of Jersey, and so on. So that is why the combination of French names, but sort of Englishness, turned me onto the Channel Islands. So I'm really happy with that. That was my thinking at 1,000,000 miles an hour as I was zooming in there to Jersey. So very good. Happy with that one. Fantastic. Well, we're here by some beautiful looking bay or coast. This could be anywhere at the moment, so don't know. Sun is sort of firmly in the south, so I'm thinking we're in Europe. It sort of looks like it could be European, doesn't it? Oh, we've got a sign here. We've stumbled across a sign. Corfez. Cavalti. Corfez. Now, is that sort of similar to Corfu? It's spelt differently there with the K and the C, at least it is in English. Corfu is for Corfu. But just looking at the language, I don't know, it looks kind of Greek or possibly Turkish or something. So what does this sign say here? We've got the Ola restaurant and steakhouse. Clearly kind of touristy, I think is where I'm going with this. So possibly Kurdi again, sort of that K keeps on appearing, doesn't it? 1:24 to go, and my how the time flies. So let's see if we can progress down here. Yeah, lots of buildings. These look sort of like apartment buildings and so on. And we've got a fair few signs here, so we should be able to do okay. Now this looks like Turkish to me. It doesn't look like Greek. So I'm going to get in there and start putting a pin down on Turkey whilst I can. As for where, not sure. We're clearly by the coast, so perhaps Izmir. I'll start with sort of around there. We could be by Bodrum, though. Not sure. Definitely looking east there is land and west out to sea. So do we have here anything that just at least confirms what country we're in? Not sure. Clearly touristy, though. I don't see any flags either, unfortunately. We could be in Corfu. Absolutely no signs at all. Not sure. Where is Corfu? I keep talking about it. Where is it? Cyprus? We're possibly in Cyprus. Down there. Izmir. I'm really not sure. So, just going to leave it there, frankly. And look at that. We were on the Turkish coast, just south of Izmir instead of north. Well, that was a complete guess, of course. So, we couldn't have done much better, I don't think. To be more specific, we were in Abkuk, or Abkuch, near Didim. So, very good. Play next round. Round 4 out of 5. Come on. I think we're doing, pretty good here on the whole. This looks like it's North America. In the States, possibly. And let's take a look at the streets. We're on Alice and Thomas Street. Alice and Thomas. Okay. Well, Alice looks pretty big, so let's go down Alice and see what we can find. Any businesses, of course, are appreciated. Alice and Butler. Look at the fantastic house here with this wraparound balcony that it's got. Just gorgeous. So that sort of leads me to believe that we're possibly in the south here. I know I just passed a sign there, but in the interest of time, I'm not going to go back and find it. I'd rather carry on and look at what we've got here. Sweetwater Baptist Church. Sweetwater. That definitely has a sort of a tinge of Floridian around it, doesn't it? So welcome to our new pastor, Chris Talbot. Congratulations, Chris, on your new job. We've got a pharmacy here. Let's take a look at that one. Baton. I'm going to put a pin down in Florida at the moment. Northern Florida, I feel like, just 'cause it's a bit more wooded, isn't it? And so on. So why don't we sort of put a pin in there and carry on? We could be anywhere still, though, really. I've not seen a state flag. I've not seen any sign of what state we're in at all, actually. I'm guessing Florida based on the sort of look and feel of the whole place, frankly. Here, we've got some realtors' signs. So do they have a website? Goodness, that would be helpful. Or an address. Waycross, Georgia. I'm going with that. We weren't far off with Florida. Do we see a Waycross? I'm just going to put a pin down in the middle. We've got 37 seconds here. Waycross is going to be a small town. Undoubtedly a small town. So we're probably not going to find it at this rate. Worth just maybe checking along the coastal region here. Gardy, Everett, Aiken, Hoboken, Wincore. That's the state border. We know we're not in there. Williamsburg, Withers. Time is running out. I'm happy with my current guess. Ambrose, Acilia, Willacoochee. Okay. Sale, Putney, Flint. I can't find it, but we're close. Oh my goodness, was I looking right at it? I think I was as well. We definitely saw this park, didn't we? So Waycross must have been right on my screen. But, well, we were close. We might have done better with our guess in Florida, to be honest with you. So a bit annoyed there to have moved it. I think I was probably a bit closer in Florida. But anyway, 110 miles away that was, so not bad. Merceria, 5 out of 5. Come on, round 5. Do me good. What do we have here? Is this a Petrobras? No, it's not. Raffas. Cerro Cruzeiro do Sul. Something do Sul again. Not sure. Clearly a lot of businesses though. What's on the back of this truck? Does that say Philippines? Philippine Transporter? Are we in the Philippines? Is there a bit of Spanish in the Philippines? Possibly there is. Auto School. I don't know. I don't think... I mean, Philippines... This is more likely South America, I think. Could be setting myself up for a bad one here. I'm just going by what's on the back of this stupid truck, but I can't see... Philippine Transporters. No, I don't think so. So I don't think we're in the Philippines. Look, we've got so many signs here. I need to start paying attention to them. So what are we looking at there? What does this say? Anything? Nope. Marlene Shoes. Kefaz. I think this might be Portuguese we're looking at as opposed to Spanish, which would put us in Brazil. The sun's sort of ahead of us, which would mean that that's in the south, which isn't. Tabacaria Lounge, okay. So maybe we're in northern Brazil. No flags though. In Brazil, you know, they do fly their flags. So yeah, not sure. And there's so many signs. I feel like I must be passing clues left, right, and centre. To be honest. Oh, we've only got 13 seconds left. Look, we've got to put down a pin somewhere. So I'm going to go for northern Brazil. Let's say we're up in Macapa there. Up in Macapa. This is a complete guess. It could be anywhere. 0 seconds left to go. We were in Brazil. Very good. But we were down south. So unfortunately did not get close. And Brazil is such a huge country. Look at that. 1575 miles away. Well, that's probably the worst one there, unfortunately. Just didn't really land it. Didn't get close. But on the whole, you know, pretty happy with those guesses, especially in Jersey. That was a real highlight. So thrilled with that one. But as always, you know, this map is just fantastic, to be honest. I really enjoyed playing it, and I hope you did too. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.